Page 336, Minuet in D minor. Well, we know what key it's in. It's in D minor. So I'll look it over. It's a page long, a page of music. Treble and bass clef, one flat key signature. We already know it's in D minor because one flat is F major or D minor, but do the scales in our pages for both, F major and D minor. And 3/4 time, well, minuets are in 3/4 time. It makes sense. I don't agree with the way it's printed. People will say, well, there's exceptions to everything, and I know there's exceptions to everything. I just don't like it. So there. You see it comes in on a pickup beat. Well, every measure should have 3 counts in it according to the time signature. If you look around, every other measure in this piece has 3 counts in it. So where are the first 2 counts to that measure? That's my problem. Now, if they can't put them anywhere, they could have made it a full measure and given 2 quarter rests to count for the measure. So in my opinion, I would not have printed it this way, but they did it this way. As long as you understand you're coming in on beat 3 and beats 1 and 2 don't exist. Have a nice day. Let's take it one hand at a time here. I'd like to connect everything if I can. It's here, 3. Just reach up a little bit. There's 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. This way we're in position. They want 3 here. I can't do that. I'm here. I can do a thumb, then I can reach up. If your hand's small enough, you can do that. So for measure 4, you're here. Yeah, I can do that to 2, 1, here, and then I can go up. You have a rest, you can move. That's kind of what they're hoping for. You can use the rest to move up. I still like to finger things so I can connect them. However, in this case, I don't have a lot of help here because if you use little finger, you're going to cross over, which we do sometimes, but in this case, I guess we'll stick with their fingering. I don't like it, but that's it. 2. And then they want here. You don't need that. I can come 3 if I want. 4, 1, 2. Fingering in the book is fine. I'll probably put a 3 on the C sharp out of habit. Yeah. Now, measure 10 is 1, 2, here, and we have 2 voices here. The top voice is the half note, quarter note. That. The bottom voice is the dotted half note. You gotta hold it down. So you do them together. You're holding both notes down. Yeah, and okay. Left hand, when you start out here, they say, and then we're here. And then you repeat. Or if you go on to measure 10, we're out of place. I don't want to go from measure 9 to measure 10. I'd like to prepare that. So if I'm going to repeat, I can stay in measure 9 and use 2, like they're saying, because it's a repeated note. But when I go on, I need a different finger. I'm going to reach down 2, and then I can start with 5, just so I can connect it. So measure 9 is that. Going on. Now these 8th notes here. Whatever your finger you're using, I don't recommend using the same finger for all of them. I really don't. Use something. You can use 2 fingers and it doesn't matter which fingers because those are repeated notes. So you have an E at the bottom after it. So you got to make sure you're not ending on 5th finger. So you can end on any other finger. I'm starting on 5th finger, but then I can go a 3, 1. Here if I want. I recommend go ahead and use a little finger on the E here. So I'm playing the first one with 5th, and then whatever. I can do 3, 1, 3, 2. I use 3, 1. Here, and then up here, and then at the end. Your fingering is fine. There. Cross over. Now when you repeat back to measure 10, then you can start with 3 if you want, because you're in position. So we put the heads together, and what do we get? Here. put the hands together slowly, and then go, again, it's in two sections. The first two lines is the section, the last two lines are a section. To get rid of the hesitations, you can just practice it a section at a time to focus on that. And then the articulation. Here we're connect, and this at the beginning, I would suggest go ahead and connect the pickup note to the eighth notes, rather than, some people will do one way, other people will do another, but you do it however your teacher tells you to, but I'm going to connect it. And I'm going to connect all these if I can. I don't know really why they're slurring the eighth notes and nothing else, so maybe it's a style or something, I don't know, but I'm sure the person who wrote this didn't slur anything. It was pretty much up to the performer to know how to do it. But I would pretty much connect everything, unless you can figure out where the phrases are, you can lift up between the phrases. The left hand, again, I'm going to connect it. Then the dynamics, MP at the beginning, mezzo piano are sort of soft. Really, that's the right hand. The left hand comes in with the same thing. I would still want to hear the right hand. Although in this case, it could very well be more like a multi-part writing, polyphonic writing, where both parts are important, so they're the same. Whatever the notes are, but you could probably play both hands the same. Now, when you get to the second section, it's the right hand we want to hear, moderately loud. The left hand, really, really, really super soft. Here, and then, again, you can go back to both hands, I suppose. You experiment with the dynamics and do whatever your teacher tells you to do, but in my mind, for the most part, this is both hands the same until the third line. These eighth notes need to be soft. Now there is a fermata in measure 13. We're there. Let's hold on to that, what feels right. Now, if I do it with a metronome, I'll just double it and I'll hold it for 4 counts instead of 2, because they're going to stay with the metronome. But otherwise, you just feel it. And then when you're ready, you go on. Make sure that eighth note is an eighth note. It's ba, ba, ba. Don't go ba, ba. Like at the beginning, it was a quarter note. This is just an eighth note. Now the speed, well, it's a minuet. Allegretto is a fun speed, but a fun minuet, I guess. Let's play this together very slowly and check the notes and the rhythms. I'll give us 2 counts. We come in on beat 3. We're not doing any dynamics. We're not performing it. We will do the repeats though, and the fermata I'll hold 4 counts instead of 2. We're going to go slow, well, slow for me anyway. Ready and go, and 3 and 1. And 2 and 3 and. Repeat. 2, 3.